Hey everybody, I wanted to do an extra video today to make up for yesterday. Yesterday I was getting my tattoo put on my back, so I was not able to do the word of the day. I wanted to do an extra word of the day from yesterday, which is pain. And the word pain is a very interesting word psychologically to me. And after, writing 2.5 books or over 450,000 words this last year, not including all of the affirmations and Facebook posts and whatnot. So I would say it's safe to say over 500,000 words. I really started to embrace the power of words, and that's why I wanted to make this series. And I'm going to have a background in a couple of days, a professional background. I apologize. I moved this guy into here behind me to make it a little more entertaining. I don't know if entertaining is the right word, but anyways, today's word of the day is pain. And our paradigms as children are built around, don't do that, you're going to hurt yourself. Don't do that, you're going to hurt yourself. Or, you don't do that because you're going to, it's going to hurt. Or, as little children, when our pain tolerance is not that high, we learn not to do this, not to do that, or it's going to hurt. So we built these paradigms as children that pain is a bad thing, that not feeling good can be a bad thing. And as we grow older as adults, through society that's owned by, a few families legally, and I don't want to go off on that track. Let me go back, okay? That's going to make this video too long, because I don't like to just throw things out there without actually providing the facts. But as you get older, right, we all become independent adults, or a lot of you are about to become independent adults. And a lot of us are overwhelmed, right? You have to go to school, 4 or 5 hours, take online courses, and then you have to work 2 full-time. A lot of people get overwhelmed, and it's too much. And this is why a lot of, college students, start taking drugs, they start partying. I'm not saying all. A lot of us, or, some young people, they've already discovered themselves. They already know who they are. They're very strong in themselves and secure. They don't go through that, right? They go through college, or they go through their self-studies, or they go through their careers very stable. However, I don't want to say we all, but I really want people watching this video to perceive and start building new paradigms of acceptance to pain. And I know that sounds bizarre to a lot of people. And it's because so many people have these paradigms that pain is bad, but you have to understand something. And when you understand that you and I are both the highest form of life, and when you study a tree or a plant, you start to understand that it's the branches that fall off. It's the death that allows the tree to grow back stronger and even more beautiful. And we start to realize that pain is actually what allows us to become greater. Pain is what allows us to become a greater soul, to evolve. And I want every single one of you, I don't know if you want to listen to subliminals, I don't know if you want to listen to whatever, make your own affirmations, but you need to start embracing pain. You need to start loving pain. You need to start appreciating pain, because pain is what allows you to grow. The more painful it is, the better. The more you're going to grow back stronger. And I invite every single one of you to start embracing this mind shift, this mindset of accepting pain. And we really have now, more than ever, younger generations that are escaping their realities, running away from their problems from either childhood or just the lack of inner strength than ever before. And I'm sure we all understand what I'm referring to. And I'm not going to go into the whole 19, 25, almost 30% THC level debate right now. But we have now more than ever younger generations that are lacking the strength than ever before. And I know we have the argument on one side, it's because of the internet, it's because of Google, the lack of physical, labor, the lack of physical pain, lack of, mental, whatever. I know we have the other side that argues, well, parents are soft nowadays, they're raising soft children. It can be whatever. I don't want to focus on the problem. I want to focus on the solution. And the solution is, as I said, I want every single one of you to really stop and just be conscious of your thoughts during the week. And a lot of you already are. And when you face pain, just I'm not saying don't take care of yourself, right? If you cut yourself, obviously go, put some alcohol on it, rubbing alcohol and, a Band-Aid and clean it up. Take care of yourself. I'm not saying don't take care of yourself, but I'm saying when you face pain, when you're working out, start to train your subconscious mind into embracing pain, into liking pain, into appreciating pain, because it's going to allow the person that you love on the inside to grow stronger. Push yourself. When you're working out, don't just go just to move and feel better, right? No, the gym is not made to go there to rub your ego. The gym was made to go and actually break a sweat. When you break a sweat, you feel a little bit of pain. Keep pushing yourself. Push yourself all the way to your limits and then break those limits. And that goes mentally too, not just at the gym, right? When you're studying, for you that are in the creative field or you work on a computer, when you start to feel tired mentally, fatigued, push yourself a little bit further. Now, afterwards, give yourself some good, valuable rest. Make sure you have the time to rest afterwards, but push yourself a little bit further when you feel that pain. You'd be amazed when the adrenaline kicks in, which is a natural hormone. You can go even further. A lot of us, there's a beautiful quote I want to end this video on. And it says, good times make for weak men. And weak men make bad times, and bad times make strong men. Right? When everything's going good, you're on top of the world, or everybody, when you get to that point in your life where you're like, you think you made it, for all of you self-employed people, or non-self-employed, right? You get these stimulus checks and you just think everything's good, you got all of this extra money, and then that's when you get fat on the inside, right? You get lazy. You start to over-bloat. And then before you know it, when the bad comes, your whole kingdom or everything's just like too much for you. And when there's bad times, right, it sucks, but you push through it, and by the end of all of it, you look back and you're like, when things are back to normal, you're like, well, this is too easy now. And it can become a cycle, right? It can become a cycle, and it's a very dangerous cycle. And would you rather be, a warrior in a garden, or would you rather be a gardener at war? You got to ask yourself that. And it's pain is what makes, a warrior stronger. And it's why I have a Spartan poster behind my bed and a Spartan helmet on my nightstand. Because I truly believe life is a war. It's not a game. There's no time for games when you're at war. Embrace pain, right? Life is a war. It doesn't mean just because life's a war, it doesn't mean you can't appreciate it. You can't have some fun. You can't love life. But it's not beautiful all the time. There's gonna be some pain, right? When I was getting my tattoo yesterday, at one point it felt like a knife was going through my back. And I wasn't going to just move and get it off. It was going to keep going. The knife was going to keep moving. I told Paola it felt like I was getting tortured for a couple hours. So I told myself at one point in my mind, mentally, I was telling myself that, hey, pain is good. And as I told myself pain is good in my mind, and I believed it because I understood that it was going to make me stronger, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. I feel pretty good today. From all of the endorphins and whatnot, I'm a little burnt, but I feel pretty good. I feel like tomorrow if I were to go work out, I would go a little bit harder. right? Go a little bit further. And when I do, I embrace the pain, right? Push yourself. I love all of you. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's cliche, but it's the truth.